Welcome back. Let's go straight across to Shilpa Ranipeta, who's at Jewellery Bazaar, Mumbai, and get a mood check on ground this Dhanteras.
Gold jewellery and gold bars are also something that see peak sales during the festive season. And I'm here at Mumbai's jewellery hub, Jewellery Bazaar, that is buzzing with activity as consumers flock stores to buy gold jewellery. Now, last year saw the best ever sales for jewellers in the last 25 years. But the World Gold Council has said that this year, while the sales would be better in the festive season compared to the rest of the year, sales may not be as good as last year. But the picture on ground here suggests otherwise. While experts expect inflation to have some impact on gold buying in smaller towns, Mumbai's Jewellery Bazaar is already seeing bumper sales not just because of Dhanteras and the festive season, but also because of the upcoming wedding season that is expected to be much larger after 2 years of lull. And this is also aided by relatively lower gold prices. And customers this time are buying more ornaments rather than gold coins, something that's been boosted by the hallmarking norms that came into place last year. In Mumbai, Shilpa Ranipeta.
All right. Shilpa, thank you so much for that. And that does look a lot buzzing. Coming to you, Mr. Pethe. And yes, there's a lot of crowd. People are thronging out to buy. And the good point, as we've been mentioning as well, that the prices are off its highs in this year. Is that an impetus for people to go out and buy?
Absolutely. Happy Dhanteras to you,
too.
Your team and the viewers. Yes, during pandemic, we have all seen rates of 56, 57,000. So anything under 50,000 is a good number from the consumer's point of view, because they have themselves set a benchmark of 50,000. If the prices go under 50,000, they rush in to buy. So the prices have supported the market this year, and I am seeing a lot of buzz in last 10 days specifically towards Dhanteras and the ensuing Diwali and the wedding season. So the buzz is good.
Last year was the best in 25 years. Are we looking to break that record this time around?
My personal sense is that we will match last year's number.
Okay.
And if at all, maximum 5% uptick over last year's numbers. Yes.
We just had a discussion on digital gold. Would you say that since people or buyers have various ways of buying gold now, how do you look at that categorization?
I think this digital gold is currently there for early adopters, so to say, which is only 1–1.5% of the overall market. But gold has a substantial store of value, insurance and all other things that go with it for people who are uninitiated to the financial markets or they are not financially educated, so to say. For them, gold is the best asset that they can hold, enjoy and use in times of uncertainty. So the physical gold will always have its benefits and positives. And there's one interesting thought, you being a lady, I would say, that I have heard is gold is the best woman empowerment that you can see anywhere. So we talk about woman empowerment, but a lady who has gold with her, she feels empowered and she can take her own decisions. So gold is important from that angle too.
Okay, I would agree with that to an extent. Also talk to us about on what are people buying right now? What would you advise them? Are people buying new, or do you think a lot of exchange gold is also coming into the market?
See, when the gold rate was around 30–35,000, we used to see about 30% of old gold coming back and getting recycled.
Okay.
But as the prices have kept up going up, we are seeing almost 45% of old gold coming back into the system.
Okay.
So that percentage has gone
Increased.
up. But during Muhurat days, that old gold reduces and people tend to buy fresh gold. What they are buying coins right from half gram to 100 grams. As a Muhurat buying because it is auspicious days. They are buying wearable jewelry which the lady can wear every day going to office and things like that. And looking forward to the wedding season, even the bridal and heavy jewelry is also moving. So both the ends of the spectrum are moving. Yeah.
What would you advise a buyer? I do understand that jewelry always is a hot favorite, and that is how India really buys it, because 70% of our gold buying still happens in jewelry. How has this year been different from last year or pre-COVID? I do assume that every year as we go ahead, you have to reinvent, you have to offer something new. So what is different this year?
We have to realize that this year has 2 additional months. because last year 2 months were lost because of. So, business wise people are, as it is getting 2 extra months of business. But in terms of what is moving or what things are going to move, I think people are buying coins, as I said to you, and even diamonds is finding favor, and color stone are augmenting the demand.
What is the age group that you see coming in to buy into the markets? I'm assuming there are people who sit at home. There's an online way of buying gold and jewelry as well now.
Right.
How do you look at those age groups looking at Dhanteras?
Right. Consumer preferences or buying patterns have changed over a period of time. Earlier, for a wedding, you would get a party of 12 people, but there used to be one decision maker. Now, the lady herself is consumer as well as customer. She is the decision maker. So, things have changed. Your double income households have gone up.
Sure.
Women are earning money at an early age. So, they are also starting buying. So, earlier the target audience was 30 to 45, a series, which has moved down a little to 27, 28 till 45. And the absolute youngsters who are just out of college are slowly accepting the digital way of purchasing.
Right.
So, at that age bracket, digital gold is moving, and as 27, 28 plus is moving into the physical gold.
All right. So, there definitely is a pattern change here, but it's not all about gold, because platinum seems to be picking up as well, especially when it comes to men jewelry, and that's exactly what we will talk about with Vaishali. Vaishali, hi. Thank you for waiting by, and many happy festivities to you as well. I've been talking to a lot of participants into the market, and they do tell us that men's jewelry buying is on a rise. Platinum jewelry really seems to be picking up right now. What are the trends that you're watching this year?
Hi, Manisha, and happy Dhanteras and Diwali to you, the rest of the members of the panel, and to all your viewers. And yes, I'm also very happy to report back to you that yes, platinum jewelry is extremely buoyant. It has been a good year. Every quarter has delivered very high growth. And you're right, men's jewelry is really picked up. And with more and more retailers taking it even into tier 2 cities. So distribution has picked up, and sales have picked up. Rings continue to be very strong. And now women's self-purchase, because young women, Ashish was just saying, they are the customer, they are the consumer, and that is absolutely right. And they come into the stores and they choose for themselves. So I think all categories are looking good.
Vaishali, is pricing a point here as well, or do you think when investors come or buyers come down to buy platinum, is price a part, or is it because they want to own platinum? Is it the design? Is it the category? What really makes that decision making?
I think it's a combination. Jewelry, it's a very precious metal, right? So store of value has always been important. The value in the metal is great. And the price is at an extremely friendly price, I would say. The designs play a key role. We are talking to very, very young consumers. That is the core of platinum. The business is, they are young people who want to buy a piece of jewelry which is well designed, well finished. Technology plays a part. So all of this, but at the heart of it, the inherent value of the metal is also very key to it.
Oh, well, yes. When you look at platinum, it is more rarer than gold and silver. And yes, it has a very strong holding, doesn't get scratched. There are a lot of positives to that. I also want to understand on what is different that you're doing this Dhanteras. Is it online buying that people are going for? What age category are you targeting this time around?
So, for us, it's not only Dhanteras. This is the season, it's followed by wedding day, Christmas shopping. It is just a period of festivals and festivities. Right. So if you look at it, all 3 categories that exist, right now, whether it's women's jewelry through the brand Evara, or Men of Platinum, or Platinum Days of Love, which is really about your rings and engagement rings, wedding bands, anniversary bands. What we've seen is that, the consumer is celebrating, and jewelry has always been meaningful, and it has become more after COVID. So in this celebration, I think platinum plays a key role. So if you look at this quarter with weddings and so on, I think rings will drive it. Men of Platinum has been extremely successful. The designs, the product itself, and everything around the brand, it's been extremely successful. I think that will continue to pick up. As I mentioned before, the distribution is going, is growing. So
Okay.
that will deliver a good opportunity for our partners also. And Nivara, which is self-purchase, we have a beautiful new young designed collection, which will also be there for this quarter. So I think in totality, the summer fall will help energize the sector.
You know, Vaishali, I agree with you because I was talking to some other industry players as well, and they said, yeah, Dhanteras is just the beginning of it because you have Diwali and Christmas and New Year, and the season doesn't end there because you have wedding and Valentine. So yes,
exactly.
So when you look at the next 2 quarters, what kind of growth can India expect?
So, we are very bullish because this year has been good, and this quarter we are really looking at least 25, maybe even 30% growth over last year. Last year was excellent. But all the sentiments and what we are seeing in the market, sort of says that this is the way we are headed. So it should be a very good quarter.
Well, the consumers are celebrating and the industry clearly enthusiastic there. Thank you so much, Vaishali, for joining in. So that's what we have put out in front of you. Digital gold to jewelry to platinum. Take your pick, make your Dhanteras and Diwali count, step out and buy that precious metal. But with that, that's all the time that we have on this special broadcast. More news and updates will continue right here on CNBC-TV18.